6 years later, I was driving down that same old dusty road. I thought I was a man back then, a boy, I suppose. I had a way with words, a knack for breaking hearts. You had a smile that brought my boat right out of the dark. And I always thought that we could be something more than that. When we kissed out by the fence post and you wore my favorite hat. We'll smell the sage and youth and pine on that summer night. Every single one reminds me of the beauty of your life. You were my whole world back then, my neighbor and my friend. Jamie Ray, you'll never know how much you mean to me. You drew hearts in every part of my life. I tried to wash my hands of all these things hid up my sleeve. My mom, she called a few weeks after I'd settled in. The news of what had happened sent my world caving in. 'Cause you were my whole world back then, my neighbor and my friend. 'Cause you were my whole world back then, my neighbor and my friend. Jamie Ray, you'll never know how much you mean to me. You drew hearts in every part of my life. Jamie Ray, you'll never know how much you mean to me. You drew hearts in every part of my life. You drew hearts. You drew hearts in every part of my life. Thanks so much, everyone. Windows cracked, Slept with greed and misery and lied and tried to get well. One more time might be all I need. Let the last one slide. Rolling down with the morning sun on down that great divide. Another round with my hometown. Well, I'm Helena bound. Going back to the mountains, a place where I was born and raised. I'm going back to the mountains, Lord knows how I miss this place. I'm coming home to my mama. I'm coming home. I'm coming home to my mama. I'm coming home. I'm coming home to my mama. I'm coming home. Thanks so much, everyone.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Myrna Soundstage. I'm here with Matt Strachan and the Hoot Owls, who played an actual concert right here at the Myrna Loy last week. And actual concerts have been rare and therefore valuable. How'd the show go for you the other night?
Oh, it was great. It was just, first of all, it was amazing to be in the Myrna and just be on that stage that
Have you played that stage before?
I never played that before, but I grew up, my grandma lived 2 blocks down the street, so we'd be up here for shows all the time. So to be able to play that stage, be part of this soundstage, and be able to have fans in the crowd,
Right.
To be able to have live people in front of us, a rare thing these days. So it was really nice.
Yeah, the first few of these that we did, there were 3 or 2 or 4 people in there, and it sure is a lot more fun with actual humans.
Yes. Yeah, playing when you get to finish a song and there's applause is a lot different than playing and finishing and crickets. So,
Right. And how much have you played since the world opened back up? A little bit?
Yeah, actually this summer we've been fairly busy.
Good.
One of our busier summers actually over the last few years. So
On that note, I'd like you to introduce the band to me. Tell me about this band that you put together.
yeah, you bet. So first, Paul Brantley, bass guitar, Brian Lure, lead guitar, and Kyle Saylor on the drums. And this is our first year together as a band.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we've been Kyle's new this year, so we had a fairly large show for his debut a couple months ago, and just hit the ground running, and things are going great with this lineup, and the energy we have this year is just amazing. So.
But you've managed to keep one together for a pretty good while here.
Yeah, Paul, 5 years?
6, I think.
6 years.
It's
So
coming up on it.
Ryan, this is Ryan's 3rd year with
I think
us.
3rd or 4th year.
Yeah.
And we've been playing based out of Helena for 6 years now. So
Well, I want to ask you about that. It seems like you've had some pretty decent regional success.
yeah, I started playing in Helena 10 years ago as the raucous cover band bar kind of scene, and started writing songs. We put out a record in 2016, and that got some actual national traction. And so since then, we've had the pleasure of being a part of the Bob Marshall Music Festival up in Sealy. Played Red Ants Pants. This year, we're just getting tons of opening gigs for national touring bands. So we get to travel and play with some of those bands. It's been amazing.
Have you played? Well, I mean, there was pre-COVID and all that, but like you've gotten some regional travel in, at least, if not national, huh?
Yeah, we did. We actually, when COVID hit, March 2020, we were in Texas, and we did a few weeks down there, and we were just wrapping up.
Yeah.
Like the night Texas shut down was our last show, and
That was weird, just being in Texas at that moment and in the music industry, and it's so huge there. And that last show, the sound guy was like on the phone with his mom, like crying right before our set, because he knew that, well, they had just gotten word that there was not going to be any more live music. And like those guys down there do that professionally, it's like his full-time job was just doing sound at this venue that we were playing at. And so he was like, oh, I'm gonna have to move back in with my parents, and just like, it's really sad just being there. I think we were the last band to play at that place.
Pootie's Hilltop?
Yeah, which is a pretty legendary place. It's an awesome spot. Willie Nelson played there. There's been like a lot of legends that have played there over the years, but we were like the last band that night. Was it. They cut it off after that.
All right, so I'm gonna take things somewhere else for a second. I wanna know about day jobs, and we're starting with the drummer.
Start with the drummer.
Does anybody have a day job around here?
That's how I pay for all my equipment, unless Matt wants to be nice and buy me some stuff. I work for the state of Montana, Public Health and Human Services, so we were epicenter of all the goings-on of the pandemic, because we have CDC, the state CDC, so I've been there 6 years. I work in IT. I'm a network systems analyst, running so a lot of computers with all of that, and that's actually where I initially met Matt.
You work for the state too?
I worked there, yeah. I got my 5-year pin and abruptly went to the private sector. But yeah, I worked with Kyle for a few years, and that's where we met.
What are you doing these days?
So I work...
Or playing?
I work for SoFi, which has a huge footprint in Helena.
Pretty big whoop. Yeah. Well, we can use all the economic development we can get. So, I mean, kind of cool to have that company in this town.
Oh, definitely. And it's just a cool company to be a part of, really, because they actually do a lot in the community, which is part of the reason I love working there.
Sure.
I tried getting him to come back, and he laughed right in my face.
Well, didn't Dub work there?
Yep.
Yeah. So just a quick shout out, Team Dub.
Team Dub.
Out in the world. What about guitar players? Do you guys have to work?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, I'm a credit analyst with Valley Bank of Helena.
You guys rock pretty hard for a bunch of IT and
I just
computer
heard
types.
it's singer, songwriter, banker by day. Is what I like. Yeah, so hanging out at a bank, air conditioning, a basement. Don't
Banker's
mind
hours.
if I do. Yo, banker's hours, banker's holidays. Woo.
I'm actually the only one here who doesn't have a real job. So.
I feel like you have like 4 real jobs.
Yeah, you work
Small jobs that
you
are
work
one
like
big
8
job that
different
is
jobs all the
I
time.
kind of have a few different jobs, I guess, but nothing I'd qualify as real. Nothing real enough to give me any sort of benefits whatsoever besides money in my pocket. But I do like web design and marketing stuff, mostly. And then music's actually a pretty big job for me too. I feel like it's a decent amount of what I do. If somebody asks me what I do, I include being a musician in my jobs.
And are you playing with other bands right now as well?
I sit in occasionally with a couple other bands, but this is my main band.
The moneymaker.
Yeah, this is the money maker right here.
This next song is a song I wrote to a gentleman who sued the state of Montana to say that he owned the banks of the Ruby River. And seems like more and more people are moving here and trying to do that. So I wrote a song. This is for all of them now. I feel like there's one that lives in a house up over here. Oh yeah, I said no politics tonight, guys. Anyway, this song is aptly called Greedy Bones.
Weekend with my father when all the chores were done, fishing on that same old stream did when he was young. And the memories, they run deep still throughout my life. Can't wait to make those memories with that little boy of mine. But a man from not around here gets his way. river banks of the Blackfoot River, out on the Yellowstone, where the deep wide Missouri, it runs right through our home. And you can't buy the water, and you can't own the air, no matter how much shiny money your old man spends round here. And you should know, think the only thing you own is your greedy bone. Just off of that country road on the Ruby's edge, there's a sign that reads no trespassing from side of the lane bridge. And I can hear the rustling ride, and I can smell that summer breeze. And before that man he came to stay, we could fish that water stream. But the heavy line pockets get their way. They'll close it down, fence it off, ghosts on the river banks of the Blackfoot River, out on the Yellowstone, where the deep wide Missouri, it runs right through my home. And you can't buy the water, and you can't own the air, no matter how much shiny money your old man spends round here. And you should know, think the only thing you own is your greedy bones. We got dusty roads, country folks, and diesel trucks and highline poles, way out west on a cool summer night, where we keep the land close to our hearts and don't value things you can take apart. No city lights, oh man, now that's life. From the Full Peg Dam to the Flathead Land, from Granite Peak and Custis Stain, seen them all as we roll on down the road. Gates of Yellowstone and the old big hole, and all these small town rodeos. It's a place I'll always call my home. It's a big sky country famous. Well, just this side of all the goddamn pavement. Well, sun and stars for sure, your time is ageless. In the big sky country famous. 3 million acres of forest land, each one painted by the maker's hand. Just breathe it in, it's a high you'll never lose. Where the Blackfeet meet the rugged backbone, and crow relay race like a cyclone, and catgris can spark a fiery family feud. The big treasure here in each of the 56. Well, the only place a yo-go's found in wild shootouts and no-ghost towns. M-O-T-A-N-A, oh yeah, that's it. It's a big sky country famous. Well, just this side of all the goddamn pavement. Well, sun and stars will show you time is ageless. In the big sky country. Big sky country thing.
Thanks, folks. Let's have a little intermission after that one.
So, Matt, I was listening online a little bit and listened to Greedy Bones, and I enjoyed your guitar work on that.
Oh, thank you.
It was lyrical and pretty.
That was actually probably the second song I ever wrote.
Oh, yeah?
And that was just really trying to learn how to finger pick. And then that little run came out, and now it's actually, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like it's one of my favorite songs to play live.
Right. You write a lot about fishing.
I do. Our main logo is a caddisfly. We've got songs about fishing, yeah.
Is that because you love it so much, or because you think you're going to get country radio out of it?
Well, I don't think that our music would be country radio friendly for the most part, but I grew up in Montana. I've lived here pretty much my whole life, and that's always been a part of what I do. Growing up fishing with my dad, being in high school, going on fly fishing trips with friends, and now I have kids, so I don't fish quite as much. Maybe when they get a little older, but
Right. They're still in the messy stage with regard to fishing line and things like that.
just in general, overall messy stage. I wouldn't let them near a fishing line.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
We actually bought a raft during COVID. One of those. I think my family and 90% of families in Montana all bought rafts right at the same time, judging by the traffic on the Missouri River. But yeah, now we're starting to get that out, and the kids are getting comfortable with that. So
I hate to admit it, but ours was a hot tub. We bought a hot tub.
Good choice. Good choice.
Can we go and hang out there? After
yeah,
this?
that's where this interview should have taken place.
I'll let you know when I'm out of town.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first hot tub we've ever snuck into. So.
Yeah, that's actually our favorite pastime in the band is sneaking into hot tubs after shows. Because normally by the time we get done playing, or if we're staying somewhere that does have a hot tub, it's closed. So, and then sometimes we don't stay at places with hot tubs, but we can find one that's nearby enough and easy enough to sneak into that we've never actually failed to find our way into a hot tub after a show, basically.
So I'm going to ask a music business question. I mean, do you do all your own booking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tried in the past to outsource that, but really the level that we're at, we're not making a ton of money.
Yeah.
So 10% off a booking that was gas money to the show. And so, we've over the years made really good relationships with quite a few venues, and so.
Yeah, I asked because it seems like you're doing a good job at it.
Oh well, thank you.
And it's not easy.
Sometimes I feel like I'm really floundering in that avenue of it.
What do you guys think?
Oh, he does
shows.
Oh, he does an incredible job. If you ask me, it's just like we just get to kind of just roll up, bring your guitar, we're ready to rock. We got a time frame.
He takes care of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a place to stay.
And how much of your shows do you play where you don't have to haul a PA, as opposed you do have to haul a PA?
I'd probably say it's about 60% got a haul, probably.
Not this year.
Not this
It's
year.
gotten better, actually,
Yeah.
this year. Like, I'm just thinking a couple of years ago that there might have been one or two shows the entire summer that we didn't bring our own PA.
Yeah, because I think
This year, how many times have we done it? Like once or twice?
Yeah, I think it's only been once or twice, honestly.
So that's a sign, right? That's a metric.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's that like step up, which is really funny because we actually like splurged and bought a really nice PA this year, and now we don't use it.
You'll have it forever.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll last forever.
Yep.
You'll have it. You'll need it. things are gonna get worse. You're gonna take a downturn. You're gonna have to haul.
Yep.
Are you guys doing any recording these days?
We do a lot of recording kind of on the side.
Yes.
I have a little in-home studio and just do a bunch of stuff there, you know. We mainly just play kind of just goofing off kind of music. Like we just finished a pop punk album, like to make like techno music and stuff. It's just like any kind of music. And it's like, if you got a recording studio in your basement, might as well, you know, go to town with it.
Do you have anything coming out?
Yeah, we just released an album maybe about a month ago.
Actually, it was just a week ago.
Oh, just a week ago.
Yeah, a week and a half ago
Yeah, it's
is
on
when it debuted.
Spotify and stuff.
Yeah.
Why Bears Why is the name of the pop punk band. We don't have a drummer or anything.
Why Bears Why?
Why Bears Why? Why Bears Why?
Started out as one song, kind of vulgar song. We got a big kick out of it, and we're like, let's write a dozen more of these, and just kind of took a life of its own. And
Well,
Yeah,
look out for it on Spotify.
Yeah, it's really fun. Matt, we've done quite a few things in the basement too. We recorded a demo for the song Burn. Remember that? Really turned out really good.
Yeah, we actually, the last 2 years? I do, there's a songwriting festival in Red Lodge.
Yeah, I've
Red
heard
Lodge
of it.
Songwriters Festival. So I've played it the last 5 years, and they have a songwriting competition.
Yeah,
the last two.
I've lost those.
Oh yeah, I've lost many of those. So the last 2 years, I just go over to Brian's house. We record quick little demos of something I wrote.
Send it
and
out.
Send it in, and been in the finals every year I've entered. So
Met a lot of fun people losing songwriter contests over the years.
the first time I ever went on the road with these guys was as a guitar tech, because I knew Matt, and so I was like, well, let's just do it. And it just made sense, and it was in Red Lodge. And they definitely had a presence down there. So many people came out just to see them at this one show, opening show, and great crowd. And it was pretty amazing. One of the reasons I wanted to be in the band is I saw the energy. I was standing offside of stage and just saw the energy of their band. And
Right.
it's just like, this would be something to be great to be a part of. And so, sure enough,
now we are.
a few months ago, he gives me a call, and here we are.
Right on. So, Matt, you did one song at the show by yourself called Push to Fall, and you did that just alone on acoustic, and it had a powerful effect on the audience. Can you tell me about writing that song and what you like about it?
yeah, definitely. That was, I think, probably the first time I played that live for a crowd. Coming back off the road from Texas last March, I was listening to another songwriter who was kind of, FaceTime, Facebook thing.
Oh, right.
And he had said the term like, I'm sorry, I got to cancel all my shows. Looks like everything's pushed to fall. Oh, yeah. And I loved that, and I loved the imagery behind it. And so, I just took that and kind of, tried all the angles of, someone just being pushed to fall, get back up, lace up your boots, keep going.
Right.
And tried to turn that term into kind of a positive light. Like, we're all pushed to fall, but let's hang in there. Let's stick together. Let's get back up together.
Hold on tight to those you love and all your dreams. Even when a strong headwind sets you back on your heels. Through a million screaming voices, find a way for them to hear you sing. It's a long way down if you lose sight of everything. Lace up your boots and stand up tall, 'cause there ain't no time to sit with your back on the wall. Just stay strong when we're all pushed to fall. It's hard to be alone when life hits you like a stone. And the day weighs more than you can move. But you gotta take a stand against the dying of the light, 'cause the only way out of this is through. So hold on tight to those you love and all your dreams. Even when a strong headwind sets you back on your heels, through a million screaming voices, find a way for them to hear you sing. It's a long way down if you lose sight of everything. So lace up your boots and stand up tall, 'cause there ain't no time to sit with your back on the wall. Just stay strong when we're all pushed to fall. And there's fever in the air and yelling on the hill, but no one hears a single word. And it's not black and white, but there is right and wrong. Don't let the trumpets call you to war. And hold on tight to those you love and all your dreams. Even when a strong headwind sets you back on your heels, through a million screaming voices, find a way for them to hear you sing. It's a long way down if you lose sight of everything. So lace up your boots and stand up tall, 'cause there ain't no time to sit with your back on the wall. Just stay strong when we're all pushed to fall. You stay strong when we're all pushed to fall.
This next song I'm going to play you is a kind of a song about hope over time. It's a song I wrote for my mom. My parents actually have a place up in Seeley Lake, Montana. Outside of Seeley Lake, in a little place called Dogtown. And when you drive into Dogtown, there's a sign that says, "Welcome to Dogtown." That's how you know it's Dogtown. And then it says, "Population increasing." And I always loved that, and it's this old weathered sign, and that's a really hard line to put in a song, so I changed it to "Population Rising." I wrote this song. It's called Dogtown.
Annalie was 17 with the baby, working at a Dairy Queen, trying to make ends meet. Spent the nights alone at home, dreaming of that fairy tale she hoped her life was destined to be. Then one day, boy came, smiled like sunshine. He swept her away, then he built them a home with the view down to the river through the pine trees. And they put their name on a wooden post at the Boy Scout Road up in Dogtown, where the population's rising. Up in Dogtown, underneath the summer sky. Hope you all find that little darkest right before the dawn. You'll find yourself alone, standing in the rain. But your day will come when you're dancing in the sun. Up in Dogtown, where the population's rising. Up in Dogtown, underneath the summer sky. Hope you all find that little place in your life. Hope you all find your reason to smile. Hope you all find that little place in your life. Hope you all find your reason to smile.
All right, time for a little bit of shenanigans. Who does not have a key ring in their pocket? Do you all have key rings in your pocket?
I don't have my keys on me.
I have 2 of them on me.
Wow.
2 rings?
2 key rings, yes.
A lanyard, just a bunch of keys on it.
Why do you have so many keys?
I have I don't know, I have a problem with keys.
Oh, like-
I recently just lost my only car key. Have I told you this
carrying
story?
two copies?
So now I've had to re-up my key game to make sure that that does not happen
Compensating.
again.
It's kind of like an age test, you know. I mean, the thing that I've learned is the more keys you have, the less power you have.
Oh man, that's a lot of keys.
Powerless. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Who has a leather wallet in their pocket?
Oh my gosh, I'm losing again.
2 for 2, Brian.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! It's all fat.
Yeah, that's like,
yeah,
You look so
Oh
important.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
like
it
my-
kind of counts.
yeah.
I know
It counts.
it's hard
That's a
when you
dad
carry
wallet
this
for
much
sure.
cash on you all the
you're not
time.
he's not a dad, but he's got a dad wallet for sure.
That's sort of the theme of the test here.
All the cash in
It's
the
like,
bank.
how many keys do you have? Do you have a leather wallet? How long since you've eaten a frozen pizza?
It's been 4 days since I've eaten a frozen pizza.
Frozen, couple years.
Really?
Wow.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
good job.
Why?
You
We
look
live in
good.
a town with cooked pizza.
Yeah, we do have great pizza.
I think I'm
but-
gonna win this one because I had one I think like 72 hours ago. So yeah.
Wait, is that
2
winning?
hours, that's less than
Is
4
it-
days.
Yeah,
So
mine,
Matt?
mine might be over a decade.
Really?
Yeah.
Gosh.
I couldn't
The
even.
frozen pizzas are
couldn't even
so
think.
good.
Yeah, have you had those Motor City style frozen pizzas
I've
from
seen them.
Costco?
I haven't tried
Oh, they're
them. They don't have any
fantastic.
vegetarian ones. So
Oh,
I can't.
yeah.
Frozen pizzas are my go-to. Maybe because you're so much more employed than I am.
Frozen pizza eating ratio and like employment.
SoFi's
status.
hot and ready pizza benefits,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Well, I'm going to ask a question that Marga Lincoln always asks me, which is, well, I mean, Matt, you're the guy. We'll start with you. What do you want to talk about your music or life that I just left completely out? Like, what do you want people to know?
Any ideas?
I mean, like, well, we've got going on is kind of like playing a lot of shows for these bigger artists and planning to put out more music soon. Just trying to develop, like, I guess enough stuff to put out the next record,
Yeah.
which is always that's the big picture challenge for any songwriter, right?
Yeah.
Is just keeping
Yes.
it going and
I'd personally say that it's putting on the best show that we ever can. You know, always just trying to be better musicians every day to try to just be able to better do our craft.
And I'd say for me, what I've gotten from just the few shows is inspiring people. And that's one of the things I really love about the band is the way Matt writes his lyrics is a lot of people can connect, especially being in Montana. And while I'm playing, I can look out, and even if it's a song people are dancing to, you can hear or you can see, people listening to every word, not just the music. You brought up Greedy Bones as a great example. Great song, and people pay attention because it's important and it inspires and it gives people something to talk about.
Do y'all write together much? You mentioned contributing a little bit.
Yeah, I write with Paul quite a bit now. And so, having 2 writers in the room or 3, songs come way faster, and they're usually way better. There's actually a writer in Helena that I write with a lot, John McClellan, and he is polar opposite to me. Like, I'm more story-based and, that side of things, and he is like a melody genius. And so it's great to be able to have the story, have the context, and be able to lean on someone who's so melodic with it and can instantly just pick up something and be like, do it this way, it sounds great. And so that's kind of one of the perks of co-writing, is being able to, ingest that from other people. And we all say, when I write with co-writers, it's like, I might tell you to yin and you yang. You hated my idea, but it forced you to think another path. And so I really, really enjoy co-writing.
I think this band has a lot of potential to co-write too, is I believe any of us, before we knew each other, were songwriters individually with different projects. I know each of us probably has a plethora of music that the rest don't know about that we've written, and we could draw inspiration from each other. And
I've got years of terrible emo songs to draw from.
sounds like we need to.
We got a whole bunch of new emo music.
I had the
catalog
hair.
of
Did you have the
Unusable,
hair?
awful lyrics from when I was in my early 20s.
Hey, y'all have been watching the Myrna Soundstage with Matt Strachan and the Hoot Owls. I've had a ball. It's been fun. Thank you, gents, for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much.
This place I know, like the back of my hand. We were young, sneak up and run across the fields of the Clashes land to the bend in the river where it pools up nice. Stand below that old wooden bridge and cast till night. Miners used to run through here, chasing birthstones, find the rust they left behind and share our tales of ghosts. Chasing the bugs, out there climbing trench lines with a pocket full of smokes and my dad's home tide fly. And out there in the middle of Montana, on the other side of a mountain pass, where it's sacred, out there on the water, on a morning when caddisflies hatch. There's a place I know, like the back of my hand. We're older now, but we still sneak across the bridge of the Clashes land to the bend in the river where it pools up nice with the beer in hand, Lord, just waiting on a bite. And out there in the middle of Montana, on the other side of a mountain pass, where it's sacred, out there
Thank you so much, everyone. We really appreciate it.